that mommy as if she mammy koye lesbian and come into her. And I'm papa koye gay so and come into her. Auntie aye married to four ne David Asante ne kumase for ye chiamo bebre. Reverend Asante must for Jekum.
Okay, I was so kind.
I was so kind.
Yeah.
And last week's not so her. In fact, this week you cannot so far around.
Okay.
I don't know. And of course, your chance of penny. Apostle George Yeboah Chiana nim penfo nyina say akonya say some can last week a bus Christian televisions na enye obia na sometimes wo ye na e kaka be froze see a enti enyonyam shema me na ahoho a ese manya opportunity to be here again last week. Yes, ye keka homosexuality ho asem na I don't know, real quick, you know, the LGBTQI plus brother. The kind me pese ye tie for ni ahwe for tie as say. It's not just a name, and your letters be ni akeka bom keke. They represent something. And represent the omoye. LGBT for the BIA conferences, they will always emphasize say, let the world know more of our identity. Not our behavior. Our identity ni say, yeah, lesbian, yeah, you say. But we are lesbian, a DNA we.
That is the behavior.
Aha. And in anya letters keke, si ka so we a Christonia, and yen dini keko. Because you are a Christian, you behave certain way.
Yes.
And because you behave certain way, you are a Christian. And in yen timin ka say, and tiaman for imagine say, especially Ghana for sometime you can hear madaro, mamontias say. And yet, Ghana Concern Association, I have to the Ghana Concern Association, a DMB and Anglophobia represent. No, these people represent certain things. Yes. So, the L no represent lesbians. In fact, min code detail, but you know, lesbian actually is from a place called Lesbi.
Okay.
That was the first place Obani or Bada die. Mami be no a very powerful power no name man kore be dead. In fact, bakukura ojai so ojai no nakuma ye ne ya and say he got broken heart. I don't know how to put it. And now amo wuye. Until there was a time people of lesbi says that no, you cannot call women sleeping with another woman lesbians because lesbi is a place. And also for free. Okay. Then we have LG the gays. Then LGBT. No, B no is the bisexual. Last week, some Ghana for ankasa no. Omo shada nye homos sa. Omo ye bisexual. Because ye culture ne adinti no. Meaning papa panyi bi a ono aware wo ma or ma school akwara university ni bi e fa ne to. Oh, no, I worry. Oh, and ye bebre. They married to cover up because one yan is now papa penya would di mu who be dini a day. Send your who fee. Oh, say qua. Oh, there be a man for the question. And you know, Uncle say, or say qua. Ye or no need your son say qua because on premise ho. Ah, yen in Yonko Bema. But the obey is so be worry, send ye be ya. We are bound more for kama will be beer na prayer especially Ghana pressure to worry honestly the person worry ni oba nti obakwa worry bema na jen no dia kata so okay then LGBT no na yakeka bebre and min koso bi transgender transsexual transvesta trans-aging, trans-able. Oh, you're a good student. I'm the go the LGBTQ no, Q near come no, they're queer no. We are queer. Then, which is the bigger, the umbrella of all those things. The question now, or we all know, that the way I may behave, me or ban, I may a bema. I didn't think I'm a bema, so me will feeling more, Minyonko bema. I didn't think I'm your ban, so more feeling, my Minyonko ba. Those are the questioning. Then, the, what do you call this one? LGBTQI. I know your intersex, and I say intersex, and a friend hermaphrodite. LGBT yeah, be quiet sex. No, my other friend intersex. Okay, and here what no me can you asexual obi a ono de oni feeling mu obi a chese oni atenka bia oye dua oye dua aha e no gidi so oye dua no opene saa onyare onko nanim ene e wo no another one no the ally no mu amaka say ally no na me dwo mu pa ono no onye mu bia on de onye bia ba ono de o si wo de se wo si wo fa obema na wo bu brodo mu na de obema hye mu na wo release gum no me support o fa ne sa but most of the allies no abranya mien mu ni kura no omo na no omo akwaji gigigi ska se omo no ye the human right advocate human right lawyer de gender hwan omo no omo ye sa de no ono onye but the sika kakra obenya dinti aha na oye yodom ko nim omo ni sa problem omo di omo ni omo amehum chese me ne ye mampanyi candidate bi he was running as a president candidate e Ghana me ni ko share TV back so na chese wo se ni o city kan for homosexuality ne die nam say and you can 1% here na Thomas say we be president. Excuse me. Oh, young Thomas already president. And I mean now for phobia, omo bi. Then said me only me now for me omo yes sir. We sympathize a lot with the L, with the G, with the B, especially these three, and even the I, the intersection, especially. Oh, yeah, there's nothing he can do unless something will be done. But no, now here, one I ever see a buano no. Who be big a crowd by Gia Dinty, who be big a crowd by Gia Dinty? Why? What do you say? On the Yanyan is because. A chain and cottage as an across uncle Sika or no ya de mano, maybe crowd the band campaign as okay, so that is the ally. Then the P no near kind of pansexuals. Pansexuals in there, omomone moada, omone bada. Oh, Miss recently, but could be crowned just or no. A dria, no trendy tokro, no tedian home. Chenchena na yere ni dua no. Na we o se ni trimom.
That is it.
Yenya ne sa.
That is a question I was coming to ask. Say this thing is it no more of a mental issue?
And Enra say and answer. Enra da ben.
Enra Thursday.
Enra ya wada. Enra me ne me and cramp me officer me chill me Dr. Kwesi say the head of psychiatric mental health or Ghana lawyer Moses for money a doctor for kukudam aye shia abena for friend yo omo how omo hia amwa aye ko shia some of the mama no boy din kakra ba wo be ni den eja sika kakra bi ebenya bia no na eja ye de the bomb because nipa na especially ono an why confused dada no wasan ka chen say o san be charge no hospitals so Ghana there ono fa ho ayi obofo ono ni ono ma aboyarfo obeje enti no esi e pe bi eja sometime na asofo ene asori because your coalition no a combination of Ghana Christian Council, Ghana Pentecostal Charismatic Council, what do you call this one? The NAC, National Association of Charismatic Churches, Catholic Bishop Conference. You eja share ye meetings. Eja kakrebi ba nyamien mukrene ma ba kakrebi ba eja ne ye de aboa. And the doctor was saying something like that. They have really mental problem. In fact, it's good that you brought this one. Let me put this real quick. Unim say way back, this thing has been a mental problem. This LGBT thing, way back, I think somewhere, the person be quoting specifically, until I check here. In 1952, American Psychiatric Association, APA, so call your exams, I say, APA. Theology for almost Tulubian. Okay. Codified all psychiatric disorders in the first edition of DSM Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Psychiatric Disorders and coded homosexuality as a disorder. In Koyanim. Political pressure by gay society got the position changed. And this is how they did it. Bro, at the end of the and I'm saying, no, impresso, Moyasa, there be nothing here. I'm over because and confirm Yare because all more Casadi, the allies, you know. Okay, and I say because almost canty, and almost okay. Some almost say, I did disorder. Yenfa psychiatrist, a cuckudam, Yanko Busomo. And Yomo Hasia, no Mabusa, Umquasa Mabusa. Tom Busa Busaya, I think about 68 or 70% say a disorder. And I'm saying, Debbie, and Presso, Yanko Europe, and Koyebi, and Sanye. A chain no ye beam, and Omnisika pussy, sir, and I'm so okay, Adiana, and your disorder. The question is how a scientific proof will be changed by just word of mouth. Vote. Waba. I said, okay, charismatic for the Pentecostals for a him for the yard. Now, me say me charismatic, me say charismatic na yard. Near course of your boy, also Pentecostals na yard. Near call Bishop Name, Archbishop Name, say Catholic for the yard. Near Kikan in our bomuno. Yes, that is people's opinion.
Yes.
But you cannot determine scientific empirical evidence for people's just their opinions. It just cannot be like that. And you know, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
You cannot say, just say, we can be some of them also say, I'm not me drive a by. Na many million ticket muna akwabi enam chain. No, oh say, oh your what me brony. Oh, your wife is really beautiful. Now who can I just say? My wife said, is she drunk? And I look back and the way I all conscience and you be never catch us say some are fair diane. Diane am fair. Nam dia ramasum. No ma tie dwan biem na se me dia hyeme to no ma fa dwan nam dia hyema moto aduane di
na mo say you human rights sa na me pe me hu nya me ma me
and I'm okay
no
and na mo the plus aka ho plus no na wo di aka ho no legally every good lawyer be our and na me catch us you know no so a lawyer and I'm say one cause you are indicting yourself as a lawyer. How in the world they say even law no you cannot make a law on something that does not exist.
What plus is that you can keep on adding.
How do you give a right to something that you don't even know? So now we are giving immediately man almost say okay that right no biaba or say me dear me person me me mother. And which Germany has now accepted it because they accepted LGBT plus. So now incest is now legalized in some states in Germany. Yes, you can imagine that. Now, Momo say, already 4 years older, ultimately determine what your person will age and the sex. And Timothy and friend is CSC, comprehensive sexuality education. Mo di abaga na mo de be share enko. 4 years old. Na teacher ni na ote bumblubu yoyo wa wie ni 6 or wie university 22 years old okohu akora oye 13 years no ne die a eno no yanchi ni nkotum akora no 13 years no ontimi determine. So we are making right laws. Wo ho sisia with the American say akora ni 13 years old onru 18 years na ne die e do two. That is a right law. And no mo si yankoso. But yamra ye chinka say wo de wodi akora na wodi mfie nine no. I mean, where is the world going? That is what we are really and these are the things. Now, yes, call real quick about last week. With regards to this thing, no, the kind I can say it without my head, but me follow the same as. You can say the causes, you know. Number one, genetics. say obi ho aye wo no or ye bema no ye testosterone no na ye testosterone no cry no as am ken as you see me no ka say me see me hospital and me we adwuma hospital the hospital me na very special this thing che say minim painful kuku da ma organ bebre o ko ho ye more of wellness to improve your health ni ade na omo one a year and ono kwa ye omo ye ngopane ye most of the time ye sheda madro so omo supplements om de ma but most of the time you know ye de IV na de ma nti see asan ka to say ye twe moja na edura wo hia nyina na ye de gu moja ni mo ni asan de asi so
okay
na omo an FN ozone so they ozonize your blood okay enti ohono okwa omu wo eduro nso so a se bia oyo ba wanye du pempen so bi o pese ho ye fe mo ne ade omu obi ho omu wo for testosterone wo ye bema afa dia se adwuma no ntimi mo ne ye increase your testosterone in any case omu yi chromo transgenders no enye testosterone hormonal pills no mu take se na be omu estrogen be ko high enti last week, na me can the genome project. Is there were geneticists. Almost share and in before almost ye genes muni ade. Almost shall see 1984. Almost year 2003. It check 22,000 more than, let me say more than 22,000. I don't want to be specific. I think 22,400 and something different genes. It checked from 1984 to 2003 and 2004. Almost published by say they couldn't find a single homosexual gene. And you know you can have that kind of feeling and things like that. It might be if it's a tendency. So if I have a tendency to steal, should I go and steal? And if I go and steal, should I call all the others who have a tendency to steal? Say, Mummy and Formal Association, young call Ghana Parliament, Mummy law say, yeah, dear, because you have a tendency to steal, you know.
You're right, so see,
you're professional stealers. I mean, call you more. Dear, toss me a kind of education. I know. Nim die to aso nim die nkoso bebre that's why wo hwa ye nyankopon won wa otade won ye adwuma bebre pa na ye won wa wan ko school se nipa de ko school ko duru a kire bebre a ordine back down so much say he doesn't take care about his education. I teach in the university. You can come to my class sometime. I am teaching agriculture production management. I sometimes teach also at Institute of Local Government.
Okay.
Ubabana MCs ni DCs. I mean, my first this na make sure the na the way the cause we are so far na. Me ko abrochira abrofo me ko yes seminar. I'm doing seminar on human capital. The way I dey ne kona no, we so far na because it doesn't matter who you are. Say, obi enyamedu be ye adwuma no. Enye won. I'm about to speak in tongues. Sorry. God, Paul said, I did not come to you with words of man's wisdom. I came to you with the demonstration of God's power. And you know, and in the the Bible said knowledge puffs up. And he said, I said, oh, you are sophisticated. I mean, I don't be fooled easily. And then yet, but otra konyaswa on check here. And then the one so say okay. The second one, no, the third one, I'm sorry, urbanization say yeah, tikrom, yeah, near BA. Yes. And you can't family. Say, most start na kwara na say making actually me can't me ba the autosomy actually the autosomy and sound rather nana yaw na me pe oba big time but oba a while ago me ba my year for back Dr. Bruni also so there na me yire nyimo oba na me say me so
pressure bia
me aware na me yire nyima abena from the day I me hu so onyim to the day akwara ne beba. Even the delivery room, I am there. I am so much involved. Say the young akwara afi kofa pension baby SMP. I prayed for human beings. I didn't pray for male or female.
Beings.
Me all that you say nyame nipa.
Correct human beings.
Correct human beings. That is it. So sometimes the way and you could be see na one time me my family you call hotel bi wo Accra ha say ja me yira kwa Asia ni na ja Asia for mo pensu adware ni ade na mo so mo kwa adware na me so Kumasi ni me tonsuo no man mato form
as a board
me especially papa a very good swimmer.
Okay,
very good swimmer. And yet when Timmy and show me how to swim, Obi ni ho was also bit much because the person I trust most couldn't teach me how to swim.
Okay.
How much more anyone? No, it don't work. And the job almost swim is na me no moko. And jam dem me tie me nyuma na say me read me book. And me ra swim e wi aba betena me nchen. Na enkwara bi wo swimming pool ni mu. Utimi so omo yesikafo pa won kan ha say memma oh my god the way they are be abrofo wom na utimi so omo free one school and now one class of a school na me ka kire me wo ne kasa mu say me hwa akwara ne ba ko wo eyi pool ni mu na me hwe because am for ntino on person be kan brofo na me hwe ti me hwe no ana o say o ka kire me biem say na ni busuafo ni papa ne ma me omo nya bibia ho because abena me say Akora wadi be 15 years old. Ni nufu pa. Above former bedura, above and so. Things will be asked wow, nothing I will feel. Charge estrogen is elevated. And for sure, be behaving certain way. Sama nya who be I'm for who endocrinologist, no man hormonal this thing to
that
balance.
Or your boy.
Oh your boy. On your bell about bema. Oh man nya who be say Kim abena. Na chese amu ayefie mo so na wo nufu so ba na wo nufu so ba na wo de obi ko abuse no because one of the main distinct of almost every single homosexual I've talked to was sexually abused before.
It starts from an abuse that the person
yes,
comes to
including even support homosexuality 100%. They were also abused. No more no diabon some as so much say they said emra ya abuse no and who say sana really sana mutie so they accepted who they are. So that is actually and you know sometimes the family na normal e kan chen kwara no e di won trimu dem and e can demonic attacks upon some so share kire ye no ma bebre one of the this homosexual this amene oh yeah say ojina say ade na nkoye
this week no consequences all these things I ya mentioning as sumase ntamamu what are the consequences of say obi being part of this and I say to the family of somebody that is part of this group
I kind mekan on mine as a whole but I will try to bring it down to individuals to families because me no abrande no na affecting nation no we are the people and the kind first consequence the producers baboy actually diseases or sexually transmitted diseases. According to doctors, you know, every 5 homosexual, 4 of them is likely to get transmitted disease than even a heterosexual or who is their distance, no, 3 out of 5 or 2 out of 5. I'm sorry. Okay. And you know, as that picture I tell you who Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson, a big basketball player. Yeah, also be a HIV into one who dear why. Now, I think so last week some mekaya man cancel swap I mekaya me person me can be major for a TFO be a last week any person I share. Akora oko school or dance man. I can free dance man but oko gay parties I can attend last week what tema me can last week. Okay. Oko gay party. Obi oko gay funeral. Gay for ni bi na ewu. And na nadam for bi de ne call ye peer pressure. O ne call ya kwa na nu masemo. O te ho na ade ama me tie se ye frame se me ne nko ye council. Hospital bi na frame me. Se me nko na me ne akwara ne kokasa. Tim ne akwara ne kasa na me kan den na e basa. Na o se o ono de eja nadam for bi na de ne call gay funeral bi o tema. Na papa bi na ni afi che se odi mu kama. Na ono na ono aduan o catering business e won kan ha ya. Ena wa fa emema nko na ono mi adwuma sa me ono mi adwuma nyina ono mu na eda ena oba akora yin chano se ohun ofe na de de sa akora ni se ohun se papa na nye correct enti wa fa na ni ama no ena oji akora no ma free akora na danfo ho ena ofra akora na akora se me mpene so ena papa no edi ni number ma ono ne sister ena ne sister fra akora no so oh minua be ma ne de onye bone so de ndi opeso shop opeso do go school wo hu so ya akora papa ena aja adata free SHS mai ena akora e koye okoya papa ya fane ene ne dane mpaso for how many years say ono ane yire ena was sakore to sa ti akora hu say man papa yi deceive me up to now you have not taken me to school. One for go school, poor Abner. Debbie. One for go school. And so what the child did says, oh no. The boy says, oh no. This one day is too much. And to see 31st night, wako sorry. And the ako bon yamin pie say yamin funny born in Chen because the ako idea. And ye, on to me kososa. And ujai. And also some jai the any SM kwako perjuma. Now one of the sachet company no bottle companies are obia omo mutie obia nim very famous enom ka chen se e be fa wo dia ha no just wakoye medicals okoye medicals no and the boy is talking to me. The boy didn't know he have HIV. And psychologically, me person me boa no na me say that ka say, oh wow, nyame nyei. In this case, he say results you be ba now when ya yare bi ana like STD bi and HIV bi. No say o me nya bi. And I'm say oh, me nka so be nya bi. Just kwaku ba kon say assuming without admitting. And to just assume without admitting. So and also oh me nyini say me nya bi sa. And I'm say hey, why are you so confident? Also because papa ne catch me say me di moringa. No moringa, dandelion also dandelion. Me nya bi. But me di dandelion pa. But the child has already gotten it.
They see it.
Ghana AIDS Commission almost last reported by say HIV virus and increase BM in Ghana. And this time no enye ma na enya ne sa emema I overtake it. Na because memo ma overtake no the cause of it no MSM, men sleeping with men. HIV has gone up again. So individually, but alpha or minor, yesika say ebusia omube go through what is enya HIV. So last week as some men kind of makasa baby jana men baby amekano. Papa penya wodimu pa. Yesofu penyi pa ba ko bia wo Ghana ha bia nimu no. Very famous in fact internationally. And of frame no justice. Asem we die won't me enya no office brefie na minim ne fie kra na beni ni paying kasa na me koye no my dan bi nice room I mean papa ehye ho papa ya ware mfie miensa wanya HIV mfie mienu na HIV na wanya no onya free ni nyonko be ma ho no okache me say onim mpo be ma na odi saade ne ma no ne yiri nimu da ne yiri be hu ye no 2 weeks when I met him no and ne yiri be hu nyame adom ne yiri enya HIV ne bi but well he's not even going to get it because the fact ne say one ne tena ye nyina no one ne shada nasa according to no say for 3 years no Wabe Juma, I think about 10 or 12. And I'm saying, hey, and you'll be 1 week at Juma now. They also will, you know,
3 years.
I only 3 years ahead. You know what patience, and like I said, that is actually the thing. So HIV is one of the all other different, because can you imagine, say, nipa wan kasa. And on a can sometimes we want to make it a little bit graphic for people to understand the mentality of these people. Say, we will say, wabro for mona mobile sanitation. Ye ni ehuni master that kwani ade bi kra sometime afọ ko tunu say or bible by any bible what do you call cleanliness is next to godliness and what is say sometimes bi mu say or bible ma yes the abesha bible mu kra any
bible ni mu.
How do you put your penis in feces toilet and say obi di ne be ma show bi to not toilet and no there and no any sanitation issue. Say you people you are not dignified. I say, oh really? You call me opposing putting your penis in feces non-dignified? Really? Because Bible say in the book of Romans, a son say omanji nyame ninti. A son so man pe nyame asamuntino. He has given them a reprobate mind. Adwena say Yehu papa or say yeah I say who are correct or say wrong. That is what has become of them. And you know that omo tesano adwena nkasa nye correct bi. Most of the time no omo enter into this HIV virus and all those things and affects families, so that's the first one. Is diseases. The second one that I may know become one, but to be mommy, I call it anal sexual mutilation. In fact,
female genital mutilation.
In fact, let me give the credit to Dr. Onguna. Samuel Onguna. Dr. Onguna is one of our distant. Dr. Onguna is an economist, and he is actually has worked with World Bank and ADB for 31 years. Wow. Very respected man. Wow. He first coined this one. Abna, ye Africa has say, ye twa money be tretia. Send a bear, you almost said they gave all sorts of foolish reasons and culture or that. They did it like that. It was a circumcision. Yeah. It was not mutilation. But a brofunu person is so graphic, he say. Send a bear, United Nations be forcing any jai. Nyamia drum ye jai at least gonna come from Kakra. Slay be any yes. That and call it female genital mutilation. Na ye tono like the media to a issue. So sha abna the media to a so bema won wa bo pampers sa. Ade mo yes ade ni say a nip the anus no the placenta is not what do you call it elastic. And it's a ye tono say mu bie kakra. Entime mabak biem ebia emu mabebe ebia emu babak biem.
So the more you doing it's not
sisia yete hayi wo share program ya se a check akra wo si minyank mawie program ntempeka person visit washroom bia me yemo ha me kakra wo betima holdu no but say you to na access a omo ye omo sana na ya ontimi holdu ni biem. Immediately he feels it and it comes out. Immediately, and he no bomb, and he says almost a sad, you know. My neighbor could call a TV program, a radio actually. Oh, but ordinary says, no, the Toba from Boko, when it was say. Now, or cut washroom from time to say because they told us so regularly because Obia Senator. So that is actually one of the consequences. Now, brofono, we almost see high. It's because of say, I asked the boy, Abrofono, so Momo won't know the year, Made. Mona Masama, then I said, Muslim demon quasha. Maya Muhun Roni Ade. Africa, and the Eddie cry adding. Yendia Quaco to Adia, they say, to me say, Abena, I could catch me say, or the chocho cream. and or beman the chocho cream ne ye ne bema ho no de ahye to wow chocho cream. How in the world? And they have the maybe I gay. The guy is very foolish. There are so many lubricants. Now they are okay. I didn't know the money even is not there in the first place to buy some of these things. So these are some of the consequences. Yes, Africa na another one, suicide. Me say, almost all homosexuals I've dealt with will tell me that once, twice, thrice, at least in a year, they will feel like committing suicide. Because they know that something is wrong. A lot of them are confused because Yawasante any abnati has said Sadie yet. Allah be or no the wajini sika di or so the homo or what do you call activist near there or no say yeah. He's confused. If it's me that is causing this one, I just better end my life. Another one here, most of them also know actually no the rape that they went through no. I've given them a certain level of shame. It's too much for them. And mom say, no, they will end. And wow, most of the people who are actually have that rape, no, about 80 to 90% are from the family. Ebi ane ofa. And then the cousin be. Me di broni bi bagana. Broni pa, nam dene bagana. He calls me daddy. I call him Sam. I feel very uncomfortable calling him other than son. And he feels very uncomfortable calling me other than daddy. But he's much, much older than me. In fact, he's about 15 years, 20 years older than me. Yes. But we are very close. Me say, o sheye ringa, e chembasike rim. No wa shemu kaso wa tona no. Wa call for Miss or running for beauty contest. Oh me, Ghana Pentecostal Council. Apostle Poko nyina baby I will be a chairman Nyamin Shra. Apostle Poko nyina mean concepts can if you're not but he gave us the money, the coalition, the money for me to bring. Because I keep on talking about some of these things. Say, I know this papa, I know that person. Say, okay, so no more for Ombra. And the two lawyer Moses for money say come. And also justice, bring one of them for us. In fact, there's one of them, a lawyer is being or for me because they've been putting pressure for me, the bill yakoi, and come in no parliament, and media dance here. Because one of them, Gonzalez ran for Miss World, Miss Universe. Miss Universe is bigger than Miss World. Miss Universe is the biggest beauty pageant in the world. Won as Miss Universe, number one. United Nations was using him for advertisement. Gonzalez had given his life to Christ and called homosexuality a rotten lifestyle. We are saying, you say, on your bar or your bema. Yeah, and so they go through all those things, and so the suicide tendencies are too much for them sometimes. And you know, sometimes no so na ya yehu ma ya see so bebre ye buomo ye sade no nyame nim no kure ni ye correlation no we don't like that one because we know what they are going through. Especially
most of them are there not because they chose to.
Yes, be there. Especially the L, the G, the B and the I. Those TT whatever. So for sometimes say but sometimes I'm my G also for Odro. Jimmy. And Jimmy Sana.
Proverbs say I told be a situation be na was say woka.
You be any day. Asamo. Some na wo tribu pa about to ka o say e just come call across. And you know, so I mean to me say Jimmy Sam kwa ekosui. How in the world that they have all those things is because sometimes they feel that because they have that lot of suicide tendencies. And the Ghana government and to me I'm near my these allies I'm an activist, I am a this thing. anti me almost support no there are a lot of NGOs about Ghana. Almost in schools, you recruit 3,000 Ghana cedis. Ubeka mama 1,500. Almost yes, I did cost renting. So those things are more, you know. And ama almost jiska. And na Ghana so na jaya heska. Ghana so was car and you boom. If you have money, you are respected. Even in the church, when you have money, you are more respected. Integrity now is absolutely useless.
Yeah.
Now, what is in the world now is what you have, not who you are.
What you can afford, what you can put on the table. You see, yeah, fat chairmanship for a program. I am going for
and then put your job say it's job description. Your first secretary so who have to type. Your first chairman for fundraising.
Also who have to draw.
Yourself for me defend your first chairman for fundraising. But because for example a certain level of leadership even in the church, what means that the person is virtually he is not qualified. He is not fat. Let me tell you about FAT. F-A-T. Faithful, available, teachable.
Faithful, available, teachable.
The man is so only faithful. Yenim the oye was sorry ho. Yenim the oye ofie. He is not faithful. Number two, if you are faithful, Christ, he's not available. Open our open the meeting, no, on America. No, now he is not available. And also he's not teachable. Okachene say ye way or semenya. Okachene say nko or say for cry. And so money has become everything. And sometimes when we are pushing this one, it becomes difficult for us. There also be marital problems. The mekana say me, I mean, mekana don't but me for no example. The mekana say me or no on this year obano on your day. Ma ware bema mfie miensa pe mfie mienu ono di onya HIV di asiemi wakofa me nyonko bampo akofa bema na on kana semo pa chese bema complain about oba no with regards to enemo asem na later on me who say
sana okrade
be cry baby well the way the man was talking to me said be no but actually no I said it has you have majored on minor and minor on major. You were telling me the fruit problem but there is the root problem. The root problem is one no you know something and I'm very glad for his life. He said also I was never proud of this. Never proud of that because no one can no oh preach kakra person call Bamanyako. Oh no, guys, I'm not going some kakra bi. So can be brenso dia. You see how the whole thing is. And another this thing. So that marital problems, you know, baby, mekai kekos, papa bi, who me, ya koka say nim pen for kasa we, and no friend me, and also branche. I had the panya min show. Minya fantin into me pam person me force can fantin. Mon fam bonny chemi. I had the yamin show. I dare ye yami be show, but me pede me catch out there. Bohu modern bompe. So bonnet or sour. Na me say papa be a victim. Na me engaging kakra. O say me ya me war. We gem. O say me nyaadze ompem. O say me nyaadze. E chemi ko wina on obaby na o hihye ho. So because of course, and when they do like that, especially the lesbians these days, because of the master of toys, these different kinds of dildo. Now me and Kasa Bema made them in 40, 50, 60 years. Me and Kasa who didn't cough up. And now me want me teenage crew, I mean mini machine and get competition. When I was even in my prime strength in the I can't fight, I can't compete with a machine. Yeah. I am a human being. How can I run with horses? The Bible said. Now I'm now competing with machines. And that's what these lesbians and things like that they've been using. Minim. Nessa my tia na me radio. Minim. or bar now also for penny pa yere I just a baby obeko bia na sex toy shana a be one in the office a be in the bag him a be one in the bedroom and she struggles with it, but she's been doing it. Ooh. People don't know the addictiveness that can come with some of these things, because I mean, I'm like, oh, ukunu so no cry no so ya sebu amenfi cry. Want me merjuma say machine. This artificial intelligence, they are more intelligent because they are artificial. We are limited. The Bible says we know in part and prophesy in part, but they are machines, so they know everything. Yeah. Okay, so that is actually that one. Then the other one I will talk about, of course, as a suffer. We know, so we are homosexual, you will go to hell. And sometimes we have to lovingly let the world know, say, Abina, pon some gem ho. Pon some gem ho. And you say, yeah, she, now Jan say, Enra, Mekokasa or Rage Church, your man Penya, sorry. Now, one of them are Free America, Bano Oka. Or say, oh, come say, for me, just leave me. This is between me and my God. Oh, and don't be judgmental. Why you are judging? It's God who judges. Oh, but God's judgment is in the Bible. Oh, the judgment and our track what can be very plain. And I'm cram there to see me damase. What can be very plain? Our Bible. Just say another thing. Of course, I'll go that a little bit. So sometimes we think say homosexuals will have a special place in hell. No, when God put the categories of people who go to hell, it wasn't just only homosexuals. He put fornicators or fornicators. And it depends on the school you graduated. He put fornicators there. He put adulterers there. He put all those people in the same category as homosexual. That is the reason why I've been a compassion be more. Again, people that I struggle with are the media people who are fighting for them. People that I struggle with are those so-called allies. But say unim pa na wo share chire o hinte due chire na wo gigi sika say na beya, because these Americans and things like that, they will fight you. Enra many one of the MPs obi anim no MP panyi pa baako e kasa o say two of the MPs omo sign a bill no man no, they have been denied going to America. Who's this thing they are in recess or whatever they call it.
They are on
parliament.
Vacation.
They are on vacation, as you say. And so they are denied visa. And yes, I'm first time Omuko. In fact, Omu ye paying for kuku dam. And yes, I'm a parliamentarian. A kuku dam or parliament. Denied visa. Because I say, me say, me papa. So worry me, and no dear, a bonnet, a law against it. In fact, who didn't make prison? I don't know. So last week, 3 or 4 months ago, Canada, Ghana need by my action at home. So worry more than one. But Obia, Obebu Brodomu, no more really see a good Brodomu, or no, the yen defending
human rights.
Or no, in fact, on no cry here. When your boss is here, no can say, Ghana for victimizing me. Why we have not done anything? They are victimizing us. So, me person me call America. Yeah, be man visa is here. And in Ghana for be I shall say do musha there. Because America visa, one of the easiest way to get some of these visas is to really come out and say you are gay and something like that. And then ya software kuku dam be brace to me can want them because they know they know they are going to be done visa. What's his name? Gabi Ochedakon say we are going to be blacklisted. I prefer that America blacklist me than God blacklisting me. No, it won't happen.
It won't happen. It won't happen. It won't happen. And the time now, I can't tell them that
I tell you.
Even time to open phone lines, but I want to ask this thing. Obi wa worry, but on an arena that. But instead of maybe going through, me fancy the normal way of making love, he prefers to use the anal of the wife. That one, and also I can't.
Okay, yeah, it's good to have brought it there. According to Dr. Say. There's a difference between homosexuals and kinky sex.
Okay.
Okay. In fact, when a man or a woman, they want to spice up their relationship or whatever, want to do all kind of foolish things or whatever, stupid things. Let me even use that one. Just once be an Ebibisa want to really spice up their relationship. That is not homosexuality. Okay. The homosexuality that by definition of scientific definition is a sexual attraction. Not the sex, but the attraction. The attraction, okay. That you have a feeling for your same one. Where the only feeling, but okay. You are not necessarily. But you know, some of these things, it becoming a problem. Because we are seeing oba if na on see if na abran for wa abran sa wo hwa me chia abran ma me video bi I was surprised Ghana ni ba ni kunu I don't know what his video now. I've seen the video. Funny to sa mo you so guilty until so much say now do baba ko be can for threesome. It's a very clear indication say the guy is practicing pornographic movies he's been watching on his phone or this thing. Okay, so these are some of the, and when we open the floodgates of this LGBT plus, all these things will come out. All these things will come out, and people are doing it behind the scene. But the funny thing is that these people say that what do you call this one? Legitimacy to come and do it, to have Steelers Association, Armed Robbers Association, because there's a freedom of association.
And Dr. Apiakubi, in fact, you are really helping, and you are really teaching us. And then no time no, I joined in time that I expected it to run. I couldn't even open the phone lines, but we are not done with this conversation. We will continue it at another time. And you know, me pamochomo fan chemi say na to me NBA phone lines. You know, you can keep all your questions. I believe, sir, I'm sure next week we will continue. So
if it's necessary, continue there. We need to talk about how people can get out of it.
How people can get out.
And maybe we can also discuss a little bit about the bill. Because I think it's Ghana for be brave. And I say, Rich Church is arguably one of the most intellectual churches. And I was surprised to know that how their negative or non-negative misunderstanding about the bill of this LGBT this thing. So we can also
we will talk about it. In fact, we will delve deeper into this thing. And, you know, Reverend Dr. Justice Apiakubi, thank you so much for coming. Senior lecturer, Dominion University, and also the Dean of Students. In fact, I call it, you know, a dos pa, and ahana emrema your kwame this interview in next week about us. So you can please keep your questions next week. Reverend Eba will open the phone lines, then you can also be a part of the conversation. And Friday, and you know, you try just a minute. Up close is up next. I have another special person that I'm going to talk to. I told you in the show, no, a power packed, power packed. Until there's the last lap. When you were feeding free here,